Đây.
Alo, 1, 2.
Lô, lô, lô. Quay. Lô, lô.
1, 1, 1, 2. Lô, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alo, lô, lô, lô.
Anh ơi, em hỏi một chút là nếu như mà lát nữa mà có đoạn em không muốn dùng mic thì có cách nào để đánh đáp cho chị? Tức là ý là cái lúc mà học sinh nó hoạt động mà em muốn đi xung quanh để em quan sát ấy.
Bình thường không nói.
Thế em phải hỏi chúng nó như thế nào?
Bình thường.
Rồi nó lại lên mic.
Không sao cả. Cô nghĩ là trong lúc này cô đã phải hỏi chứ.
Nhưng mà em không muốn mọi người nghe thấy cả. Tức là cái lúc đấy là mình đang...
À không, lúc đấy thì anh ngắt tiếng.
À vâng.
Gọi bảo là
cái thằng đấy mua của dạo như gặp cái chặng này chặng mà để tìm dầu ấy sao xương không có chưa đầu.
Cái gì cái con đang con gì?
Tinh tinh. Tên thần sự kiện là khu ven hai.
Làm gì không?
Ui, nó câu cái trái tim này để zombie đớp để không?
Thăm tao đó. Ông mày phải gì? Không đào.
Đâm đi.
Mình thích đi thôi, bao giờ nó đớp được nó
Xì
đớp.
cược.
Chắc chắn kem nó sẽ áp sẵn rồi kéo bao giờ xong mình ăn dễ là dễ hơn cho em.
Ra bị mỏng.
Bao giờ
Mặt mày giấy.
Sáng đấy mày
Có thể mở được.
mày biết rồi.
thắng này không?
Đấy.
Này chưa nữa, đang giờ chưa.
Được, tao đang nghịch mà. Tao chưa kịp mở tinh giật. Tao bị ngoan.
Cái gì? Tư cá nhân à?
Như là cái văn của mình là tiết đệ nhất luôn đấy.
Đúng rồi, thả cái gì nữa. Bạn tao những cái tao dối đâu.
Tao những cái tốt chữa.
Ui, trắng trắng tẩy trắng tẩy trắng trắng lên nhiều việc có nãy luôn
Chiến bạc.
Không, có
Thắc mắc này bao nhiêu?
lâu mỗi người thèm để nhà nào là tìm sao
Nhà mày đâu? Gần đi qua đường xong mà.
đúng trên đường
Đấy. Bên nhà sang lạnh nhá.
cạnh nhà sang
Hey, good afternoon, class. How are you today? Great. So, before we get into the lesson today, I want you to play a game. So, do you like music, class? Yeah. We are going to play a game that's called Finish the Lyrics. You can see that there are some incomplete lyrics here. And what you need to do is to listen to the song and to find out the missing phrases. And there's a hint. These phrases are all the names of the organizations. Okay, so is it clear? Is it clear to you? Yeah. So are you ready to play?
yeah.
Good. So let's listen to the song.
Yeah.
Try to write down the words that you hear.
WTO's got train on track. Oh, WHO's keeping the world in flow. Whoa, UNICEF's the kids' hero. UNDP for progress we know. Together they make the world go.
Okay, so do you need to listen again? Okay, so let's listen once again. Oh, sorry. I accidentally revealed the answer. So the first one is revealed, but you can listen to the rest. I'm sorry.
WTO's got train on track. Oh, WHO's keeping the world in flow. Whoa, UNICEF's the kids' hero. UNDP for progress we know. Together they make the world go.
Okay, so I'm really sorry that I accidentally revealed the first one, but you can tell me the rest. So the second phrase, can you tell me? WHO, do you know the full name of the organization? Okay, so WHO means World Health Organization. Okay, but that's a good answer. So the next one is WHO. What about the third blank? Okay, can you hear me? UNICEF. Okay, do you think that's the correct answer, class? Yeah. We have the kids' hero, so it must be something related to children, right? What about the last one?
With UNDP.
Okay, the last one is UNDP, and that's the correct answer. So I can see that you did a really great job in this game. So, but I have a question for you. What are all these names related to? What topic are all these names related to? Can you guess the topic of our lesson today? We have WTO, we have WHO, UNICEF, and UNDP. So, can you guess the topic? Okay, you again.
I think the topic today is international oration.
Okay, international organizations. That's a perfect answer. Thank you. So today we are going to learn about international organizations, but more specific, we are going to learn about Vietnam's participation in international organizations. So let's get into the lesson today, which is Unit 7. You can write down the name of the lesson into your notes. Unit 7, Vietnam and international organizations. And in the lesson 5 today, we will listening. Okay, listening about the topic of Vietnam's participation in international organizations. Okay, but before you listen, I want you to get familiar with some vocabulary related to our topics. So, let's look at the vocabulary. Okay, the first word I have here is trade. Now, class, repeat after me. Trade. Trade. Again. Trade. Okay, so do you know the meaning of this word in Vietnamese? Okay, you? Thương mại, correct. Okay, so trade means thương mại. You can write down the word into your notebook. Trade. You have the word trade. It's a noun and it means thương mại. Okay, the second word we have. Now, class, repeat after me. Partner. Now, class, pay attention. Now, repeat after me. Partner. Partner. Again. Partner. Okay, it's a noun. And do you know the meaning of this word in Vietnamese? Okay, you. The girl, yes.
Em thưa cô, đối tác.
Đối tác. Okay, that's the correct answer. Thank you. Please write down this word into your notebook. Partner. It's a noun. That means đối tác. And the stress is on the first syllable. Stress on the first syllable. Next, we have another noun. Another noun. Okay, so some of you are so eager to tell me the meaning, right? What is the meaning of this word? Mối quan hệ, correct. Now, class, repeat after me. Relation. Relation. Again. Relation. Okay, and relation means mối quan hệ in Vietnamese.
Em không chuyển mic lên à?
And the stress of this word is on the second syllable. Relation.
Cứ nói đúng không?
Okay, next we have an adjective. Now, class, repeat after me first. Now, regional. Regional. Again. Regional. Okay, so now tell me the Vietnamese meaning of this word. Okay, you?
thuộc về khu vực ạ.
Thuộc về khu vực, that's correct. Now, please write down the word in your notebook.
Mày vừa cấm mình linh tinh mày chết.
Regional.
Nó vui mà.
An adjective and it means thuộc về khu vực. The stress is on the first syllable. Okay, and finally we have another adjective which is very long. Okay, I haven't asked anything, but you have already raised your hands. Now, so what are you going to tell me? The Vietnamese meaning of this word? Okay, so class, tell me the Vietnamese meaning of this word. Phi chính phủ, correct. Now, repeat after me. Non-governmental. Non-governmental. Again. Non-governmental. Correct. So now, please write down the word in your notebook. Non-governmental, an adjective. And please put the stress on the fourth syllable. The fourth syllable, mental. So these are all the words that I want you to get familiar with before we listen. So now please look at the board and read this word again with me. Now class, look at the board. Now, repeat after me. Trade. Trade. Again. Trade. Okay. Partner. Partner. Again. Partner. Okay. Relation. Relation. Again. Relation. Regional. Regional. Again. Regional. Non-governmental. Non-governmental. Again. Non-governmental. Excellent. So now let's turn to another task before we listen. Okay, look at the screen. I have task 1 here. Can anyone help me read the instructions? Read the instructions. Now, please help me read the instruction of the task. Pictures, okay. Thank you. So, class, how many pictures do you see? Okay, so there are two pictures, and these pictures both have the name in the type of Vietnam and something. Okay, Vietnam and something. So what I need you to do is to discuss in pairs and then think of a word or phrase you can use to complete these names. Is it clear to you? Is it clear? You need to work in pairs and then complete the names with a word or phrase. Okay? I will give you 1 minute to discuss in pairs and then tell me your ideas. Okay? Is it clear, class? Yeah. So let's work in pairs. In 1 minute. Work in pairs. Work in pairs first. Work in pairs. Work in pairs. You can discuss with the one next to you. Think of some words or phrase that you can use. Discuss in pairs, not in groups. So you need to discuss in pairs. This pair and this pair. Who is your partner? You need to be quick because we don't have much time.
Cái đầu tiên là Việt Nam, một điểm cái thứ hai là relation.
Okay, the time is running out. Be quick. 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Now, so first, I want some ideas for the first picture. Vietnam and what? Okay, can you please? Okay, Vietnam and the United Nations. Why do you think of that name? Okay, because of the blue flag, right? Very good. Vietnam and the United Nations. Is there any other idea for the first one? The first picture? Okay, so maybe all of you think of the UN because of the flag, and that's a good thing. What about the second picture? The second picture? How do you name it? Okay, you? Vietnam and the World Trade Organization. Why do you think so? Now, please. Okay, you see the flags of other countries, right? But that doesn't guarantee that there's a World Trade Organization here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, so is there any other idea? You can see Vietnamese leaders with the leaders of other countries. So, how can you call it? You can use the vocabulary that we have learned. Okay.
I think it's Vietnam and partner.
Vietnam and partners, right? Okay, that's good. But maybe you should add an adjective. Vietnam and foreign partners, or Vietnam and international partners, right? I also have some names that I give for these pictures. Vietnam and global peacekeeping, because the UN's mission, the main mission is to keep the world peace, right? And the second one I named Vietnam and foreign partners. But of course, you can have other ideas, and that's okay. There is no right or wrong for this one. So these pictures are directly related to our topic today, which is Vietnam's participation in international organizations. So let's dig deeper into this topic in the next task of the listening part. Okay, let's move on to the next part, why you listen. Okay, now please look at task 2 in your textbook, page 81, and then have me read the instruction. Read the instruction of task 2. Now, read the instruction. It's in your textbook too. Read the instruction. Okay, thank you. So how can underline the key words. Just scan through it. Okay, so that's enough for the scanning. Now, class, pay attention to the screen. Now we will listen to a recording of a conversation. And after you listen twice, I want you to tell me which statement is true and which one is false. And if it's false, please try to explain why. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, so let's listen for the first time.
Our presentation about Vietnam's participation in international organizations is next week. Let's check what information we have collected. Okay, first, Vietnam is now a member of over 60 international organizations. It also has relations with more than 650 non-governmental organizations. So, did you find any information about our country's international relations? Vietnam is open to international relations. It's a friend and reliable partner of many countries in the international community. It has become more active in international and regional events as well. That's right. I also heard on the news that our country has sent officers to participate in the United Nations peacekeeping activities. Exactly. The UN has also selected Vietnam as the first training center for international peacekeeping activities in Southeast Asia. Do you think we should also talk about Vietnam as a member of trade organizations? Yes, of course. Vietnam is a member of the WTO and APEC. This has increased trade with other member states and attracted more foreign investors. And I think we should also mention the benefits of developing foreign relations. I agree. We've gained many economic benefits. Vietnam's position in the world has also improved. That's right. So now, let's decide who will...
Okay, so now let's listen again. Okay, we will listen twice before you leave.
Our presentation about Vietnam's participation in international organizations is next week. Let's check what information we have collected. Okay, first, Vietnam is now a member of over 60 international organizations. It also has relations with more than 650 non-governmental organizations. So, did you find any information about our country's international relations? Vietnam is open to international relations. It's a friend and reliable partner of many countries in the international community. It has become more active in international and regional events as well. That's right. I also heard on the news that our country has sent officers to participate in the United Nations peacekeeping activities. Exactly. The UN has also selected Vietnam as the first training center for international peacekeeping activities in Southeast Asia. Do you think we should also talk about Vietnam as a member of trade organizations? Yes, of course. Vietnam is a member of the WTO and APEC. This has increased trade with other member states and attracted more foreign investors. And I think we should also mention the benefits of developing foreign relations. I agree. We've gained many economic benefits. Vietnam's position in the world has also improved. That's right. So now, let's decide who will...
Okay, be patient. Someone seems so energetic today. So in order to check the answers for this exercise, for this tab, we will do this one. Now, you can see two hands on the screen, right? Now, so if you think a statement is true, which hand will you raise? Your left hand. Now, please raise your left hand. Do you know which side is left and which one is right? Yeah, your left hand. Your left hand. Okay, left hand. Okay, so now what about if you think a statement is false, you will raise your right hand. So please raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Okay, so do you know how this works? Is it clear? number 1. Is it true or false? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand. True or false? Left or right? Okay, so I think that most of you think that is true, but some think that it's false. Now, can you explain your answer? You think it's true or false? Oh, true. Okay, you think it's true. What about anyone has a different answer? Because I think that some people here. Okay, you think it's false, right? Why? Why is it false? Okay, more than. So you think that it's not more than, but it's just 60. Is it? Yes. Okay, so let's listen to the part that contains this information to see if it's true or false.
First, Vietnam is now a member of over 60 international organizations.
So is it true or false? It's true, because they don't use the phrase more than, but they use over. So the first one is true. Okay. Now what about the second statement? Now raise your hand. Is it true or false? Raise your hand. Is it true or false? Left hand if it's true and right hand if it's false. It's quite hard to observe when you sit this way, but I will try to find someone that has a different answer. But I think that everyone has the same answer. You all think that it's false. Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Now explain. Can you explain why is this statement false? Okay. Okay. Not 50, but 50. Okay, so that's what he thinks. He thinks it's false because it's 615, not 50. Okay, thank you. Does anyone have a different idea? Everyone thinks the same? Okay. Okay, someone's raising your hand. Okay, can you explain? Okay, so you think it's false because it should be more than, right? Okay, so let's see, thank you. So let's see if which statement, which explanation is correct. Okay, this statement is false. And it's false because it's more than 650. It's not because it's 650. Okay? Let's listen to this part again. Okay, I'm sorry, the internet connection seems not okay.
It also has relations with
Okay, let me.
It also has relations with more than 650 non-governmental organizations.
Okay, so it should be more than 650. So this statement is false. Now, what about the next one? The third statement, is it true or false? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Left hand if it's true and right hand if it's false. Be confident. Okay. Why are you not raising your hand? Okay, I guess that everyone has the same answer again. And it's false. Yes. But why? Why is this statement false? Can you explain it to me? Explain. Why is it false? Okay, can you, the monitor of the class, what? You can use the mic. Because
I listen it have more active international activity than in international one.
okay, so what you say is the same as the statement. Okay. So are you sure that you think it's false?
Oh no.
Do you want to change your answer? Too true?
No.
No? Okay. But, okay, thank you. Can you invite someone to help you explain this
Help me.
one? Okay, you can help me. Why? Why is it false?
Because I didn't hear any information about in regional.
You didn't hear anything about original?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. Let's listen to this part again to see why this statement is false.
It has become more active in international and regional events.
Okay, so why? It's not because there are nothing about regional ones, but it's because Vietnam has become more active in international activities and regional ones. Not in this more than that. Okay, there's no comparison here. Okay, and the last one, the last statement, is it true or false? Please raise your hand. True or false? Left or right? Raise your hand. Okay, so everyone is raising your left hand, which means it's true. Okay, so let's check. Okay, that is the correct answer. Very good. So let's listen to this part again.
The UN has also selected Vietnam as the first training center for international peacekeeping activities in Southeast Asia.
Okay, so obviously it's true. So I think that you did a good job in this task, except for the third statement, right? The third one is quite hard to hear, but the rest is okay. So you have gained some knowledge about our listening topic, but I want you to broaden your knowledge and get even a deeper understanding in the next task. Task 3. For this task, I will distribute to you a handout because it's a little bit different from the one in your textbook. Can you help me distribute to your friend? This side too. Distribute. Everyone get one handout, one for each. One for each. Be quick, please. Be quick.
Dễ mà. International.
Maybe.
Team beat.
Cái này đủ không? Rồi thì chuyển sang đây không? Now, so now that you have got your handouts, please help me read the instruction of this one, this task. Okay, can you help me? The one next to you? He's not paying attention. Now, can you help me read the instruction?
Listen to conversation again and complete each sentence with no more than 2 words from the recording.
Okay, thank you. So, how many sentences can you see? There are 5. Okay, so for each one, how many words can you use to fill in the blank?
No more 2 words.
No more than 2 words. Okay, which means 1 or 2. Okay, so for this exercise, for this task, I want to invite 2 of you to do it on the board. Now, is there anyone confident enough to do it on the board without sitting at your place? Okay, can you help me do it on the board? Write your answers on the board. And another one. It's quite easy actually. Okay, can you help me? Come here and write your answers directly on the board. Because we don't have a ruler here, so you can divide it yourself. You can write here and you can write it here.
Nghe thấy cái gì soi đèn đi. Điện thoại ra phòng ấy.
Okay, so first, I also want you to read through the statements. You can hold your hand down. You can use your hand down. Các bạn có thể cầm handout lên để đỡ phải nhìn lên màn hình của cô. Read the sentences first before we listen. Okay, so we are going to listen and then try to find the missing words.
Our presentation about Vietnam's participation in international organizations is next week. Let's check what information we have collected. Okay, first, Vietnam is now a member of over 60 international organizations. It also has relations with more than 650 non-governmental organizations. So, did you find any information about our country's international relations? Vietnam is open to international relations. It's a friend and a reliable partner of many countries in the international community. It has become more active in international and regional events as well. That's right. I also heard on the news that our country has sent officers to participate in the United Nations peacekeeping activities. Exactly. The UN has also selected Vietnam as the first training center for international peacekeeping activities in Southeast Asia. Do you think we should also talk about Vietnam as a member of trade organizations? Yes, of course. Vietnam is a member of the WTO and APEC. This has increased trade with other member states and attracted more foreign investors. And I think we should also mention the benefits of developing foreign relations. I agree. We've gained many economic benefits. Vietnam's position in the world has also improved. That's right. So now, let's decide who will.
Okay. Do you want to listen again, class?
Yeah.
Let's listen once again.
Our presentation about Vietnam's participation in international organizations is next week. Let's check what information we have collected. Okay, first, Vietnam is now a member of over 60 international organizations. It also has relations with more than 650 non-governmental organizations. So, did you find any information about our country's international relations? Vietnam is open to international relations. It's a friend and a reliable partner of many countries in the international community. It has become more active in international and regional events as well. That's right. I also heard on the news that our country has sent officers to participate in the United Nations peacekeeping activities. Exactly. The UN has also selected Vietnam as the first training center for international peacekeeping activities in Southeast Asia. Do you think we should also talk about Vietnam as a member of trade organizations? Yes, of course. Vietnam is a member of the WTO and APEC. This has increased trade with other member states and attracted more foreign investors. And I think we should also mention the benefits of developing foreign relations. I agree. We've gained many economic benefits. Vietnam's position in the world has also improved. That's right. So now, let's decide who will.
Okay, so after listening to the recording twice, I hope that you have got your answers. I can see that the two on the board have also finished their answers. Okay, now class, you can stay here. Class, I want you to exchange your answer with the one sitting next to you, and then we will do a cross-checking. And you too. You can check his answer and you can check his answer. Okay? Now, exchange your handout with the one sitting next to you, and then we will check the answer. Okay, let's check one by one. The first one is international. Okay, I think this one is quite easy because I think everyone has this one correct. What about the second one? Not a member. It is a reliable partner. Okay, so let's listen to this part again.
It's a friend and a reliable partner of many countries in the international community.
Okay, so it should be reliable partner, not member. Now the next one, number 3, it's participate. Okay, participate. Participate. The sentence number 4, it's foreign investors. Okay, foreign investors. And the last one is economic. Okay. Now please tick if your friend has the correct one and correct it if it's not the right one. Okay, you two can go back to your seat. Thank you very much. Now, class, tell me, who has 5 correct answers? Please raise your hand if you got 5 correct answers. Okay, very few of you. What about 4 correct answers? Okay, so quite many of this side have 4 correct answers. So the rest got 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so it means that we need to improve our listening skills and do this type of task more. Okay, so after we have finished 2 listening tasks, let's turn to the last part of our lesson today. After you listen. After you listen. And in task 4. In task 4. Now class, I want to divide our class into 4 groups. Okay. This group from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This group will be group 1. Okay. This group will be group 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this group will be group 3, and the rest is group 4. Okay. Now, so class, pay attention to the screen. I want group 1 to find some information about the WTO. Group 2 will find information about the UNICEF. Group 3 will do the WHO, and Group 4 will do the UNDP. You will discuss in groups and then fill in the table here. I have in the handout. And you can use your smartphone with internet to do it. The discussion will last only 3 minutes, so you need to be quick. Okay? So, now, 3 minutes for the group discussion. Start. Discuss. And you can use your smartphone to find the information on the internet. Find out about the year of participation and also the achievements, benefits.
You can use a smartphone.
Now everyone discuss. Not just look at each other. Just write the main information. The main information.
Xem đó.
You can use your smartphone to look up the information. And you need to be quick because we only have 1 minute and a half left. have 1 minute left. Be quick because time is running out. The time is running out. Okay, this group is very active. This group too. A lot of information. Okay, it's counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. End of discussion. Okay, now back to the lesson. Back to the lesson. Now, in order to report your discussion results, I want to organize a talk show. Okay, we're gonna have a talk show. Our talk show will be. Will be about the topic of Vietnam's participation in international organizations. And for this one, I will need a host to ask questions. Okay, you will need to ask questions for the groups to answer. Okay, you please have me be the host. And then I want the representatives of 4 groups to come here and we will do a talk show. But I need some chairs. Okay. Okay, we have a talk show here. Now you, the representatives and the host, you can come here and have it set up. Okay. So we are gonna have a talk show. Okay, great, because we are running out of time. Okay, sit down, please. Speakers, please sit down. Now, so please give a round of applause to our speakers and hosts. Now, let's begin.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Talk today. So on Vietnam participation in international organizations. We have 4 stakeholders and you about Vietnam global cooperation. Let's start with the from representing WTO.
Vietnam became a member of World Trade Organization in 2007. It promotes free trade and help reduce trade barriers. Since joining, Vietnam has significantly increased exports, strengthened its economy, and attracted more foreign investments.
That's great. So Vietnam participation has really boosted its economic. Now let's hear from Anh about UNICEF.
Sure, Vietnam has worked with UNICEF since 1975. UNICEF focuses on children's rights, healthcare, and education. Thanks to this partnership, Vietnam has improved child healthcare, reduced malnutrition, and expanded access to quality education for children across the country.
That's too impactful. Moving. Huy Dung, could you tell us about Vietnam's role in WHO?
Of course, Vietnam has been a member of the World Health Organization. WHO is support the health initiation healthcare development, Vietnam has benefit vaccination programs. Most certainly is effective the COVID-19 respond with WHO guidance.
Oh, that very important, especially in today's work. Finally, let's hear from Thiên Bảo about UNICEF.
Okay, thank you. So, Vietnam joined the UNDP, which stands for United Nations Development Program, in 1978. So, UNDP focused on sustainable development, poverty reduction, and environmental protection. Okay, so with UNDP's support, Vietnam has made great progress in economic development, poverty reduction, and climate change adaptation.
Oh, that's amazing. It's clear that Vietnam participation in their organization has brought economic, social, and health benefit. Thank you all for your insight. That up our talk show today. See you next time.
Thank you. You can go back to your seat. So I will give some very quick feedback because we have run out of time.
I love you.
I can see that all the groups have found a lot of information about these organizations. But, okay, class, please hold with me a little bit more. So I want you to be more confident when speaking because all the speakers seem very, maybe they are not just confident enough, so they speak very quietly. Maybe the rest of you cannot hear it very well, right? So that wraps up our lesson today, and I hope that you can understand and you know all the knowledge about Vietnam's participation in international organizations. Okay? And at home, I want you to find a video about Vietnam's foreign relations and then share it with your classmates. Okay? Is it okay? Yeah! Thank you so much for the lesson today.
Ê, sao nãy giờ chưa nó cầm ngược. Đây, đâu hay nè. Đi đâu cầm ngược kìa.